Good morning, Monrovia. Good morning, Habel. Good morning, Robertsfield. Good morning, Robertsport. Good morning, Turuta. Good morning, Salala. Good morning, Macaque City. Good morning, Totman Burger. Good morning, Clay. Good morning, Bow Waterside. Good morning, Riverside. Good morning, Bapulu. Good morning, Buchanan. Good morning, La. Good morning, Kawa. Good morning, Brewerville, Virginia, Camp David. My river edges is 50-50 on the Monday morning on Sky 107.1 FM with this topic. PUL at 57 in Lofa County. What is the theme of the program marking PUL at 57? What are the programs? What are the activities marking 57? My special studio guest is the president of PUL, Mr. Coffey. He's here as our special studio guest. By 11 o'clock, our lines will be open. So you call us on 07777 or you call me on 07772212223. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Those numbers are pinned on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. PUL at 57. What programs, what activities, special studio guest, the president of the PUL. My name is Steve Max. I'm the one, the grandson of my grandfather. And 50-50, you just can't be the experience. We'll be back right after the theme song.
Our manager can say the guy the money. Oh,
hey man, sorry man, but you can really last month in battle you.
let's see if they been a new pin. And Jackie will buy my credit data for the week.
Hey man, you want for nothing. Jabo guys say a new thing. You'll be surprised with the kind of new game that come with it.
My oh man, they are still here talking plenty.
Yes. Get a new SIM card for only 50 cents and you'll receive free 200 megabytes, valid for 7 days, and free 50 minutes on net credit, valid for 7 days. Now, all new customers acquiring a new SIM card will be able to use it right away. Enjoy rapid communication with friends and loved ones. We'll take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Here we go. I am done transferring money from my account to my phone. And I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
Eva, how did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Ma, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do. Making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so ma. And by the way, the app you talk, I own me, Marco. I am paying using the same app. My transaction on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to complete your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Wait, so you mean to tell me I can send my mom any amount now? The fees now reduced?
Yes, so. Economy make people happy, yeah?
That's not smart thing, you.
Send money to your loved ones from wallet to wallet, starting as low as $10 Liberian. Just dial *144# and follow the instructions to begin transacting.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Excuse me, Papa, give me one bottle of wine. That's another plate of chicken and...
Wait up to wait 1 minute. Oh, come back. My lollipop, I know I'm going to relax and enjoy, but sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
Oh, man. Now you're worried there. Dealer team, I got cash on my phone. You will scan and pay. But I want my money back as soon as you get me.
No problem, dear. But explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your favorite merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 123 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much. You're back on 50/50 on Sky 107. PUL at 57. My special studio guest, the president of the PUL, Charles Coffey, will be marking that PUL will be marking 57 years in existence, and the program will be held in Zorzor, in Vonjiman, in Feasible, in all the major towns in Lofa County. People are already on their way. Good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning to you,
My president.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Well, good news from Grand Crew.
Well, Grand Crew is fine. In recent times, I was in Grand Crew. Grand Crew has changed as compared to 15, 20 years back. Yeah.
That is not news. It ought to change.
Yes. But not as to our expectation. It will take time.
Yes, it will take time.
Yeah.
It will take time because after that, we ask us, what have you people done
yes.
at that time?
Mm-hmm.
So all roads lead to Lofa County.
Sure.
PUL at 57, what do we expect to see? What does the public expect to hear from you?
Well, PUL at 57, the first comment I want to make is to pay tribute to the founding fathers of the Press Union. The late Stanton Peabody, Tuanre, Chense Cooper, and the rest. And also those of you who are the veterans who kept the torch burning before us taking over and are continuing to cooperate with the Press Union. So since 1964, the union was established on the basis of coercion, intimidation, the lack of free speech in our country. Just for those guys at the time, the gentlemen, to term some legislature as radical. They were arrested, imprisoned, and then after their release, they assembled at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism and thought there was an idea to establish an institution that will get involved in advocating for free speech, freedom of expression, the safety of journalists. And that was on the 30th of September, 1964. Since then, since the period under review, the union has grown to a vibrant pro-democratic institution. At first, it was on the association level, but my predecessors' administration, when I was Secretary General, Peter Coe was president 2010, we strive until we acquire the union status. We continue to move forward. We got a lot to celebrate. Now, to my knowledge, though there are challenges, but no journalists in jail. And in 2010, we acceded
You
to
people keep saying there's no journalist is in jail.
yes, that's
what if the journalist position is threatened? There's
yeah,
more or less
yeah,
literally in
that's
jail.
that's what I'm coming to that. In the past, we're just trying to give someone in the past, like Charles William and the rest, they were brutally murdered for doing their work. In the past, whenever you were at radio station and it was deemed that you were trying to castigate government, the security will move at that radio station or newspaper, bundle everybody there, imprison them without access to the rule of law. And they were charged on a criminal level.
It happened to all of us.
Yeah, exactly so.
It happened to all of us.
Yes, exactly so. You people were victims of that. So, and that's how they started the advocacy. But then things are changing. We acceded to the declaration of Table Mountain. I just trying to give progress that we have made. I know there are still challenges, but we have to institute policies and laws that we will have our reliance to fight against any suppression or coercion or infringing on the rights of journalists using the tools. So we acceded to the declaration of Table Mountain, which calls for the abolition of free speech in the anti-free speech law. And thereafter, what is in my hand on the freedom of information law. And it requires, the objective requires that, journalists should have access to information, whether it's hidden. They must have, establish and promote effective, equitable, inexpensive exercise of the right of access to information. And then to establish clear and concise procedures for requesting and providing of information held by public bodies or private bodies and other institutions receiving benefits or performing public functions or providing public service, and to establish and provide for the exercise of right to appeal any decision denying a request for information and infringing on the right of access to information, among others. So it was 2010 we went to this. So right now, maybe people are not utilizing it, but maybe people are playing, the people inability to conform to this law, it will be another thing. We have a law now that we can compel public officials, private officials who are benefiting from public resources to give journalists information. So this is one of these we are celebrating. Beyond that, then 2019, this was 2010, 2019, we also passed an act repealing anti-media law, sedition, criminal malevolence, and criminal libel against the president. That was on February 28, 2019. That's when it's under this administration. That the criminal laws at the time when you are in studio, the charge you on criminal offenses now change to civil offenses. That's why when they arrest T-Mans or they cite T-Mans for playing something on radio, that while the following, nobody can take you. So you have to have your lawyer and then on civil offenses. But of late, those things were not happening. Now we have also proliferation of media institutions, even though we still have some challenges, but there are proliferation of media institutions. And the union will always strive for, because if for example, they went to public entity and people deemed to be opposition are denied access to information, they have the right to come to SCAR or go to any other radio station and express their view. And citizens themselves are expressing their views. I'm not saying all is well, but we have made significant progress. Where our founding fathers stopped, we have gone beyond that. And we still advocate for that. So that's why we're going to celebrate all of these, because our role is advocacy. And these laws are not only for the media, the public. The public are the one who are using the media. So it's in their benefit. And we're still striving to make sure other laws are put into place.
So when we get to Vonjiman, which will be this afternoon by 4, 5, 6 o'clock this evening, we'll be in Vonjiman. The expectation in Vonjiman, I lived in Vonjiman for years. And Lofa County is noted for receiving strangers, very, very hospitable, maybe next to ground crew. But the crew people are very, very much more hospitable than any other tribe. I mean,
there was
I mean, I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah.
I live in Lofa, and I enjoy my days in Lofa.
Yeah.
How prepared that council, the group that in Lofa, what are the expectations? What plans have been made? We will go there and give them the litany of our achievement from the dungeon to freedom. We say this to them, but how receptive and how free are those guys in Lofa to practice their art?
This is why it's good that we move from county to county, even though we have roots in every part of our country. Within the 15 sub-political divisions of our country, we are coordinators. The first thing is to make sure that those in Lofa County also develop trust and commitment to supporting the work of the media, in which they convey their messages. That these guys who are with us, they are part of an institution, even though they are aware, but to even go to Lofa, that they are part of an institution, we need to respect their rights, and that the work they do is in our interest. So what we're going to do, the dividend we're going to accrue from Lofa, and they're also going to accrue those in Lofa and the entire country, is the man's reporting that will be taking place. There'll be we leave today. The buses are already departing now. We have 4 buses, but all are occupied now. People are, so we have to try again to provide other vehicles. The momentum is high. The teachers and those who place on the committee are from Lofa. The reasons
that was a wise decision. They live in Lofa. They are from Lofa, and the 57 is going to Lofa. So
we have other guys. They are from Lofa. Some are from Kwadu Ombo. They've been in contact with the board. We also on the ground. We have coordinator Tobatano. So when we leave Monrovia today, tomorrow we'll be talking about, they will be doing some reporting. We'll get to Salaye, which is the Pele part of Lofa, that we call the Pele people. Salaye, they will visit the Lutheran Teacher Training Institute and look at other infrastructure, report on the way of life of the people, health, education, and bring that to
the community radio stations.
Community radio stations as well. They are part of the process.
So they will have a sense of belonging.
Yes. So after from Salaye, they'll go to Zozo. Yeah, that's Loma area. They'll go to Zozo Rural Teacher Training Institute. They will visit the hospital in Zozo and other development projects and programs, and even the livelihood of the people, what is obtaining there. Then we move to Vonjima. It's still the same Loma area. I know some of them will be going to Bokisa. When some of them will be going to Zolowo. All the places they will go. Then something will go to the Madingo Chiefdom.
Kwaduboni.
Yeah. To have
all the way to Bakidu.
Yeah. To go to that direction. Do some field reporting if it is accessible. And
it will be accessible because the roads are in Guinea, especially in Bakidu.
Yeah. The cross-border cooperation. There's understanding the economic impact, the negative consequences, what is affecting the economy of the locals. The media will report on that. Then, we'll also go to Kola Hun, the Bandi settlement. Whether some people go Masambola Hun, or the Hun. Yeah. They'll go to Kola Hun and do some reporting. Go to the Mende Chiefdom, which is Va Hun. They will do some field trips. Then
Will you be able to reach Vahun?
Yeah,
they really say Vahun is a sloping mountain.
Yeah,
I've been there before.
So we have community radio stations.
Radio stations, yes.
They will give us some of the highlights.
Okay.
But then we'll go to Foya also, which is Wednesday, to have the special edition of the Edward Mobladin Forum. We will bring, because the team is enhancing voices of citizens and government for sustainable development. So on the basis of the team, we'll have a special edition in Foya.
What will you have there? We have Brani Samoka?
Brani is not around. They will have the paramount chiefs and others.
Okay.
And who will talk about their own contribution. How do they see development? How can development be sustained? What are their voices?
What are their concerns? What problems? Challenges.
What progress have they made? What are the prospects? What are those challenges that are impeding development? What have they achieved? And they're going to speak that. They will report on that. We expect Moses Colley, the head of the Civil Aviation Authority, who himself is from Lofa, he's from Salaye, the former representative, to serve as our keynote speaker. We invited
in Foya. He will be
in
Blading.
No, in Vonjama.
Who will be part of the Blading?
The Blading Forum, the chiefs, the elders, the youth groups will be there.
Okay.
And then there will be other activities. So squarely they're going to, it's an intellectual, as you are aware, discussions to give more light to our essence of existence, what we can have from that. Then on Thursday, which is the 30th, we'll have a parade in the principal streets of Vonjama. We'll move to the City Hall for the Indo program, where we expect Honorable Moses Wakoli, former representative of Lofa, to serve as keynote speaker. We expect the superintendent to also make remarks, the legislative caucus of Lofa County. And we also invited the former vice president, Ambassador Joseph Nyuma, as a guest also. I remember 2016, he was the keynote speaker. So we invited him.
Has he consented to be there?
Well, yeah, from the committee, most of the people who have written agreed to go, but we don't know what schedule will be. We also communicated with the president of the Republic of Liberia.
To be there?
Yeah, as usual.
To be there?
Yeah, as guest of honor also. Normally,
has he consented to be there?
Well, if he's not there in person, represented. As we speak, Mika is already on its way through the Deputy Speaker of Press and Public Affairs. The momentum is high. The role of the press.
I think it'd be a good thing if the president were to go there, given this sort of noise between the government on one hand and Brownie. It would be a good thing to go there, especially in Foya.
But it's now like a week coincident because the president celebrating his birthday on the 1st of October and will be returning on the 2nd. So I'm just trying to
birthday always come every year.
So
but you can sacrifice the birthday celebration. I mean, birthday always.
So who knows? Maybe he will come. But I just trying to because when we transmitted the communication to them, some of the people around were trying to give us some,
some excuses before.
Some understanding that maybe but they were seeing their own thing. But as usual, when we're having the Press Freedom Day in May, which is a universal program and anniversary, 2 key events of the press here. We write stakeholder, state actors, non-state actors, especially those from the county that we normally carry the celebration to be part of it. So the momentum is high. We are then to be there. We also expect a representative from the European Union delegation in Liberia. We have communicated with the United States Embassy. In fact, last week, I was invited there. I held discussion with the team, the public affairs, the ambassador's office, and the rest to discuss, the growth and development of Liberia in Africa. And we spoke and informed them there's this, intention that they really want to work with the media. They are in solidarity with the work of the media because they feel that the media perfect recipe to ensure peace, unity, and reconciliation. So I also spoke with the European Union delegation to Liberia ambassador. And I mean, there's the sign that there will be ambassador, but everybody may not go. The idea,
but I know that the international bodies will be.
Because they have role to
I'm
play.
sure the fact that you can rest assured.
Ambassadors may not go, but I think there will be representation also from our development partner, Internews, USIT, and so for Carter Center. We've committed because this is important. When we celebrate anniversary across the country, a way of contributing to the development, reconciliation,
bringing people together.
Yeah, bringing people together and interacting with the locals for the development of our country.
And the good thing is for the locals, for the journalists that are on that side, at least they will see the group, the umbrella to which they belong. That people will be proud of them. Oh, we'll be here in PUA now. And these are the people that behind the reporters we have in Lofa.
Yes. And then everywhere you went now, people know about PUL. In fact, people complain from the villages if there's this report or any concern against the journalist, they call direct. We had a situation in Foya, Tamatekot radio station, with the report of some local authorities interfering relating to the board. We're going to handle that. The vice president was directed to probe into that. We're going to conclude that. We had a similar situation in Zwedru. We probe into that. We had another problem in Plivo, Voice of Plivo, that the city council trying to interfere,
editorialize
the next broadcast, and if the city council deemed that a particular talk show is not in the
The
golf out of
interest of the-
favor,
Mhm.
they moved and closed the station.
Wow.
But I think the harmonious working relationship.
So, despite of all this revision of the law,
Yeah.
people
So
are
that's
still
all reaching
draconian.
out to make them
Yes.
to understand that there's the freedom of expression.
Mhm.
The president submitted the bill, has been passed, signed into law. This is a copy of the bill.
Mhm.
So we need to provide our education. People still charging journalists on criminal offenses when they do the work, journalistic work. So that education must be provided. So the relationship between we and the ministry is very cordial. Immediately when that incident occurred in Plivo, we communicated with Minister Rennie, and he was clear, issued a statement that internal affairs had nothing to do with media matters. And so the government was not part of the process, and that matter will move in when the crew for press freedom day will move into Plivo. It has been solved. If they are concerned, we still promote to that, but it has been concerned. So it's important that the media continue to exist. The conducive operating environment is our concern. That media people should be free. We are aware of reflecting from the from 1964. It's been long now. So 2021, the role of the media has changed. But during the period on review, just releases, maybe LBS, ELWA, and at the time,
Those were the days.
Boy, finished. But it's changed. Even the citizen journalism, things are growing now. That's the role of the union, to ensure the free ventilation of the expression of ideas and views of the state. When the citizens express their views against the operating environment of state actors, and then they disagree to agree, the media playing a role. You set agenda here, most of them will listen to your show. And people disagree to agree. It's better than people venting out their anger through violent means. But once you express yourselves and action is taken, then. So for the purpose of our media, one will feel there is proliferation of media institution, freedom of expression, citizens are free to express themselves. Media, a lot of development taking place.
You love this job.
Yes, but it's our passion. I started as a cop reporter at LBS. One of the late Professor James Batewallo. In fact, he encouraged me. Ellen used to be radio operator. He said, "My man, this thing that's not
for your election, I have some apprehension about you." And I always say that to people.
Yeah.
So how can they take somebody out of what the
From State Brook.
guy from the guy? Then the guy came to me and said, "My man, we got leadership.
Yeah.
When it's dead, it's dead. We gotta
Yeah,
wait for
go.
the term." So when you got elected, and imagine if you can remember when we went to the installation. I was in the bike reading your body language, and to live up to my suspicion. Then the guy said, "Just wait. Just say, let give me 1 year." Now, but we all appreciate you. Now.
Exactly.
You have become the bridge.
Yes.
Now you understand both sides of the divide.
Yeah, both public, private. And so that's how Wallo brought us, or that's how we let to build capacity. We grew in the media, cop reporter, senior reporter, legislative reporter, bureau chief, director, public affairs director, new director.
Well-rounded.
Yeah, president of LBA Workers Union, and so forth.
Maybe we need to do some thinking in our country.
I don't want to be there. The guy in Guinea.
The guy in Guinea. No, but I know for the guy in Guinea, that comparison is too different, because there's no way we can find $1 million in your basement.
No.
Let's take a break and be right back. And when we come back, call us on those numbers on 0777-777-107, or you call me on 0777-221-223. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Those numbers are pinned on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia, or our YouTube, Sky FM, Sky TV, PUL at 57 in Lofa County.
Excuse me, Papa, give me 1 bottle of wine. That's another plate of barbecue chicken, and
Wait up the wait 1 minute. Oh, come back. My lollipop. I know I told you to relax and enjoy. But sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
oh man, I got cash on my phone. You will scan and pay, but I want my money back as soon as you get home.
No problem, dear. But explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your favorite merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 123 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Ew, what kind of message did people sending me again? Oh, who said my SIM not register? I was one of the first people then to buy my SIM from them when they came to Liberia.
Ah, I see. So that all I still only want to challenge time. Now you must do it using your national ID card. After registration, there is a special number you can call.
Ah, yeah. They really make it easier for us, oh.
Yes, we are all required to register our SIM cards by using our national ID cards. But that's not all. Orange Liberia provides a very easy way out for you to self-check your status. Dial *5434# to check a SIM registration status, free of charge. We take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer.
Check my celebrate money, oh.
Hey, man. Sorry, man. But you can really last month in battle you.
Let's see if they a new pin. I just want to buy my credit data for the week.
Hey, man. You worry for nothing. Just go get yourself a new thing. You'll be surprised with the kind of new game that come with it.
My oh man. They are still here talking plenty.
Yes. Get a new SIM card for only 50 cents and you'll receive free 200 megabytes, valid for 7 days, and free 50 minutes on net credit for 7 days. Now, all new customers acquiring a new SIM card will be able to use it right away. Enjoy rapid communication with friends and loved ones. We'll take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Hello, your number 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886-553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much. Back on 50/50 on Sky 107. Time for your participation. Call us on those numbers 0777-777-107. You'll be live on 50/50 on Sky 107. Better still, call us on 0777-221-223. You'll be live on 50/50. You can use those numbers if you're dealing with us on our social media platform, Sky Communications Liberia, Sky YouTube FM, Sky FM, Sky TV. The numbers again 0777-777-107. You'll be live on 50/50 on Sky 107. Can we go to the line now? Talk to our first caller. Good morning. The caller is not ready now, so everybody is on the bus. Everybody is preparing to go. People are already on my way. I'm picking up exactly at by 2 o'clock. I hope to be in Vonjiman by 7 to 7 o'clock. I'm just taking it that distance because I don't know the road condition. I've left Vonjiman for Rock of AJ clear for me. I need to go back there
to see the
and go as far as Vahun. I can remember I went to Vahun to collect loan. And the guy told me, the loan you can't to collect here. I hope you're not coming back here.
to come.
And that place is the town is on the hill.
Yes.
It's a steepy hill. But that's Lufa is, and Lufa County is already is blessed. It should be called the bread basket of
Yes.
Liberia. It won too many trophies concerning full security. And Lufa is I don't know what Lufa looks like now, but I hope to see them make my own personal investment and assessment and see the bank and see what house I was staying in. And if you go by the administration building, there is a church called the Makamba Baptist Church. That's a Baptist church. You need to go there and see it. I don't know whether it's part of the program for our welcome ceremony should be held at the church. Call us on that number on 07777 You'll be live from 5015 on Sky 107. So the local government officials in Vonchima, in Lofa, can be part of that.
Yeah, the superintendent is also aware. He's holding official remarks. The city mayor, paramount chiefs and clan chiefs in the different.
First of all, Steve Stago.
Yes,
Steve will be there.
Yes, the Lofa Legislative Caucus. They consented. In fact, they've been very, very much. Steve has has indicated that you will help all partly with accommodation. He has hotel there.
That's good.
I've spoken with Thomas Fowler also from Foya. Also,
Thomas will be in Foya.
Yeah, he has some,
he has some investment in Foya.
So
I know
if we go to Foya, towards you provide places for us also. So they've been trying. So the superintendent Tama will be there. Philip William Tama Kama will be there. And the legislative caucus will also be there, and all other officials.
Call us on that number on 07777 Let's go to the line. Talk to our very first caller. Good morning.
Good morning. The grand of Liberian Mr. Chimajilate.
Go ahead, my brother. What's your name and where you calling us from?
Thank you. My name is Mr. Francis, a Liberian journalist. And let me say good morning to the president, Mr. Coffey.
Morning.
Yeah, let me say congratulations to the Press Union of Liberia. We are proud of this, our modern organization, for championing free speech and human rights issues in the country. I wish all the Liberian journalists, especially the region where I be doing the part for the presentation. But Mr. Coffey, this is the second term running now. And as our constitution, we are not qualified to contest again. And then I think every president will want to leave a legacy. I've been on the record of supporting you for your 2 terms. But one key thing that's coming up in front of you, leadership is the 3-year headquarters project. Mr. Coffey, you are going to your last year now in your administration. What is the current status of our headquarters? What are you doing? What will you leave behind as a legacy? Because you promised us that you would give us new headquarters. Now you're leaving office. Where do we stand? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 Mr. President, you can make that.
Yeah. Take some note.
You'll be live from 5015 on Sky 107. PVR 57. The celebration, the activities will be held in Lofa County with local and local officials invited to participate in the activity. Let's go back to line 2. Talk to our next caller. The caller that's not ready just left the line. You want to address that? What we waiting for?
Yes.
What are you leaving us?
Yes.
With a promise that our new headquarters will have been built.
Yeah. We promise you freedom, and which of course we have acceded to the Table Mountain Declaration. We also passed the free speech law. Whether you live in Vonjeman, where there is no PA headquarters, you're free to operate. For the headquarters, we have started the process. Before I leave, I got this year, next year, whether it is not completed, we'll play our part. Wherever we stop, the rest of the team will continue. The foundation already, when we took over, were in court. There was an injunction on the land. We went there, we discussed, and we resolved the matter. And so we went and started the foundation. So it's still down. We mobilizing resources to continue the process. The delay for not finishing completely is a result of the lack of resources, because before the last constitutional tenure of Ellen the last year, she had 350,000 in the budget for the Press Union headquarters. When the new government,
how much does the we government have there?
That was the Ellen time. The new money.
How much is there then now?
No. So
the government has not contributed a penny into that.
No. So when we took over, when the new government took over, we ran after the money. They said they have financial problem, so we did not access the money. And they continue to assure us that it will help in the process. And then the coronavirus, everything coming through.
Let's go back to the line again, Mr. President, and get as many callers as possible. Good morning. Good morning. The caller is not ready, Mr. President. You can
So we mobilize.
So you never have access to that money.
No, that's what we continue to tell them, and they are journalists. So we mobilizing our own resources as we speak. We have 10,000 that was given by Dr. Cassette. That money should have been used for me to purchase the stolen material into the bucklerize our area, but we decided to keep it and mobilize other resources to continue with the foundation. So we are striving to start to certain level, carry the foundation up, and before next year, we'll try our way, whether we stop at roof level, whatever we stop, the next administration will continue. But we have not accessed the money. I haven't given you any money for
besides
that.
the money Cassette gave me,
yes,
$10,000.
yeah.
Call us on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. PUL at 57. Activities to be held in Lofa County. It starts from Zozo all the way to Vonjima and to Foya, to Kolahun, all the way to Vahun, the major towns and cities in Lofa County. They will feel the presence of the all-powerful PUL. Journalists will be there, broadcasters will be there, everybody will be there. So they will have a sense of belonging that these boys that we call it
press boys.
The press boys, they get people behind them. So we'll be there in our numbers. Yeah. Let's go back to the line, talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Come here.
Not bad, T-Max, and the president of PL. You are spoken well. But my own interjection is I'm delighted over the rotational celebration of the Press Union of Liberia. It will give the fourth estate the Liberian culture and the integrity of how the Liberians are living in that sector, and they'll be able to write stories about Liberian culture in a way that are of diverse background. So I am in support of what you do. I say bravo to your stay in Lofa. I would say welcome. I'm the son of Lofa. I say bravo over there. Thank you very much.
But why are you not going with the PUL? You left Lofa many years ago.
You answer that question.
No, I'm not.
In Monroe, but I say welcome to Lofa. So that's a way forward.
Thank you very much. Give me that call us on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Somebody just asked me about Gina. Gina will soon be here in Liberia. Hopefully, prayerfully by next month, Gina should be here. He will still be our special studio host, co-host. He will be here. So don't worry about Gina. Thank God for your prayers that Gina is fast recovering. He will be here and do what he used to do. Call us on that number on 077777107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is the president of the PUL, Charles Coffey. He heads the delegation to the celebration for PUL 57 in Lofa County. We all will be there. I hope my friend and Collie will be there to be. I don't know whether we have the time from his business schedule to be in Lofa as well.
Moses Collie
will be there, and the guy from Power FM, Aaron Collins should be there. So
most of them are going.
It will bring faces.
Yes,
and my friend Patrick Horner ought to be there.
Christopher Sally
ought to be there. Oh, Christopher Sally from there. I thought you were from Bomi.
No, that Lofa man.
The Loma man Sally. That kind of name is strange in Lofa.
Migration. No.
Migration.
Yeah.
So, Kodos, let's go back to the line to talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Wellington Bisomas. I'm phoning from Cover.
Wellington, good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me commend the president of the PUL for 1 minute. And let me appreciate the other body for keeping the PUL from ruler to the people of the Rural County. But I want to understand from him that this rotational celebration has continued for some time now. What are those tangibles that are left after the celebration with those local journalists that remain in the places? Or it is just the merrymaking that we go and do and be from there? What we leave there in terms of a tangible that people pointed at, yes, that the PUL came here, they celebrated here, the anniversary, And this is what we can see as people of this particular country. That is my concern.
Yeah, thank you. I earlier indicated that the PUL is not like central government that will go from place to place that the president of the republic to break grounds
for projects,
to build hospitals, to build clinics, to construct roads. That's not the role of the
we carry the awareness.
Yeah. PUL's role is to make sure that you have freedom to speak, create the awareness, that you have the right to express yourself. Then what we also do, we are partnering with UC Internews. They are actually dealing with community radio. They provide logistics at times, training. In recent times, ECWAS provided 17 generators to 17 community radio stations to help them with power problem. Training as well. And we move to these places. So Internews, which is the media development partner, have been partnering with most of the community radio stations. They help them with their transmitter. If they have problem, we provide training. So the journalists are accruing lots of dividends to our visit. But what you will get as a citizen,
we're not dedicating projects.
We're not dedicating projects, but it's to make it for us to bring to the attention of the government, the international community, the economic condition of the area, the problem you are faced with, the lack of road network in the country, the lack of infrastructure, the poor medical system. They will report everything that happening to you. Then the government will act in the direction
based on that report.
Based on that report. So that's the dividend you can. That's the benefit you can have.
Call us on that number 077771107. Our special studio guest is the president of PUL, Charles Coffey. All roads lead to Lofa County. These guys have already started going, and the rest of the people will follow. Today, our charge for the editorial, which I'll read today, is captioned "Ego Tripping in the CPP." Ego tripping in the CPP. Let's take our break, and when we come back, we'll go straight to Princess to give us comments from our social media users.
Our manager said the better money.
Hey man, sorry man, but you can really that small thing about you.
Let's see, has been there a new pin. I just want to buy my credit data for the week.
Hey man, you worry for nothing. Just go get yourself a new thing. You'll be surprised with the kind of new game that come with it.
My old man, they are still here talking plenty.
Yes, get a new SIM card for only 50 cents and you'll receive free 200 megabytes, valid for 7 days, and free 50 minutes on net credit, valid for 7 days. Now, all new customers acquiring a new SIM card will be able to use it right away. Enjoy rapid communication with friends and loved ones. We'll take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Here we go. I am done transferring money from my account to my phone, and I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
Hey, how did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Ma, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do, making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so ma. And by the way, the item you took, I am paying using the same app. My transaction on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to complete your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Wait now. So you mean to tell me I can send my mom any amount now? The fees now reduced?
Yes, so it can make people happy, yeah?
That's not smart to you.
Send money to your loved ones from wallet to wallet, starting as low as $10 Liberian. Just dial *144# and follow the instructions to begin transacting.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Wait now. So you mean to tell me I can send my mom any amount?
Our manager can send the money.
Hey man, sorry man, but you can really last month in battle you.
Let's see if they a new pin. I just want to buy my credit data for the week.
Hey man, you worry for nothing. Just go get yourself a new thing. You'll be surprised with the kind of new gift that come with it.
My oh man, they are still here talking plenty.
Yes, get a new SIM card for only 50 cents and you'll receive free 200 megabytes, valid for 7 days, and free 50 minutes on net credit, valid for 7 days. Now, all new customers acquiring a new SIM card will be able to use it right away. Enjoy rapid communication with friends and loved ones. We take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Thank you very much. Back on 5050 on Sky 107. It's now that we turn straight to Studio A to Princess to give us comments from our social media users. The comments you are just about to hear are not coming from Sky Communications, but rather coming from our social media users. It's over to you, Princess, in Studio A.
All right, and so I will begin with Benedict Vanyama, who writes, happy celebration to the PUL in Lofa County. Moses Momodu writes, good morning, 5050 family. I'm watching live from Lower City, Cedar Rapids. Thanks for the great show. Hilton Lajedo writes, good morning, T-Max, and good morning to the hardworking president of the Press Union of Liberia. I write from my Popo corner in Logantown as a Popo defender. T-Max, let me first say happy pre-birthday to Dr. George Weah, president of Mama Liberia. Many thanks to all members of PUL as they celebrate their institution 57th birth anniversary. Sincerely, our journalists are doing extremely well. I hope that the issue of yellow journalism that have the proclivity to undermine the good work of the president will be highlighted. He said, thanks to you guys for all that you do for our country, Liberia. Best wishes to you all as you head to Lofa for the celebration. Kwesi Biadiko Osi Wallace writes, good morning, Sky FM family, T-Max and the studio guests, and my sister Princess. Said T-Max, I think this year PUL anniversary celebration in Lofa must go beyond making, I don't know what he meant to say, behind or beyond, making and bringing back the issue that is bothering the people of Lofa County. Alexin Ross writes, good morning to the 5050 family. Hello to your guests. A happy pre-anniversary to PUL. I want the PUL president to please give a comprehensive report on the $100,000 that was given to the union by former President Salif for the construction of its headquarters. That amount is fair enough to complete the area. Since Gange's days that groundbreaking was done, the area the area still lies in ruin. You need to check too because you are the watchdog for the society, Mr. President. Please address my concern. Thanks. Martin Wilmer Brown writes, Mr. Coffey, what can your administration point to as an achievement for the couple of years you have been in the driver's seat? And Mark Garzo Phillips writes, morning, T-Max. Hope the PUL will talk about platforms used for raining insults when our children are listening. It's sad and needs urgent attention, most especially from senior government officials that should set the mark. And this final one, Mohammed Pasaway said, "Thank you, Mr. President. Keep being the watchdogs in society." And that's all for now, T-Max.
Thank you very much. We're back on 50/50 on Sky 107. Let me read the editorial with the caption Ego Tripping the CPP. Ego Tripping in the CPP. It has been 3 years since 4 political parties, the All Liberian Party, All Liberian Party, Alternative National Congress, the former ruling party, and the Liberty Party, put themselves together and put pen to paper on a political alliance dubbed the Collaborating Political Parties. The alliance was recently officially recognized by the National Elections Commission, with next chairperson Councillor Davido Brown Lasana declaring that the proposed collaborating political parties have met the requirements of Article 79 of the Constitution of Liberia and Chapter 8.5 of the 1986 New Elections Law. We speak of the registration of alliance and coalition in Liberia. The elections law states, and I quote, registered political parties may be allowed to form alliances and coalition as provided for by this and provided by this Section 1 procedure. Registered political parties wishing to form an alliance or coalition shall each pass a resolution consenting to the alliance or coalition signed by an absolute majority of 50% of the votes plus 1 vote of members of the executive committees. 2, plan of alliance or coalition. The executive committee of each registered political parties proposed to participate in alliance or coalition shall approve a plan of alliance or coalition setting forth A, the name of each constituent registered political party, B, terms and conditions of the proposed alliance or coalition, including the intended duration of the alliance or coalition, and 3, filing of plan of alliance or coalition. Individually and separately, the leaders of 4 political parties have spoken of their desire to make the incumbent President George Manawia a one-term president. They have all been saying that the right things and trumpeting separate agenda while pointing out the flaws in the Weah government. They said, and I quote, if you look at President Weah's past experience, he has never run anything substantially, whether it be business or an NGO. When our president was a senator, he never proposed any bills. He never co-sponsored anything. He was silent. I've said this publicly. There's ineptitude and incompetence. I don't think our president still understands fundamentally what his job entails, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings told Africa Report recently. During the recent program held to commemorate his endorsement of the United Party preferred choice to head the CPP, Mr. Biker looked forward to taking on Weah again, declaring that given what Liberians have gone through in the past 3 years under President George Manawia, the CPP must reclaim Liberia and free Liberians from the shackles of corruption, impunity, and economic misery by electing him, Biker, as president. Said Joseph Biker, and I quote, you will agree with me that the vital democratic institutions from our economy to the rule of law have all hit all-time low due to mismanagement of the nation's resources, both natural and financial. They have shown complete disregard to the crisis of responsibility to change the course is desperately needed, unquote. Equally, Senator Nyombli Kanga Lawrence recently charged that Liberia was experiencing a serious leadership needs to be corrected. The Grand Bassa Senator pointed out to a gathering of partisans in June of this year, and she said, and I quote, Liberia is in dire need of leadership, and the only way we can redeem this country is to work together. You are wholeheartedly welcome, she told the new partisans. She continued, we believe that together we can do it. Today, we are glad to have you here to join this vision that I know you read about and believe in. Your being here means that you share our ideology. We are glad to welcome you. That is not the end. Our arms and doors are open to welcome on board new members to the CPP. When the four political parties announced their intent to collaborate in February 2018, everyone sang the same song, signaling a willingness to turn a new page, marking a new beginning. At the time, Mr. Urine, mindful of the failed attempts at previous alliances, declared in a quote, we are all been craving for years. We have decided to put Liberia first and to attune our political agenda in the interest of Liberia and the Liberian people, and above our individual and partisan ambitions. We are taking the bold and concrete steps which we hope will never be reversed or undone, unquote. Ahead of the 2023 presidential and legislative elections, the opposition CPP found itself grappling with a leadership crisis of its own amid recurring public spats amongst its leaders over the controversy surrounding the selection of the best person suited to take on President we are in 2023 presidential elections. Resolving the ongoing discord that appears far from becoming a reality, the CPP framework states that the constituent parties must all agree on the coalition presidential candidate and running mate latest by December 1, 2021. However, if this consensus is not reached by the deadline, the rules call for the publicly organized voter perception survey to determine the most popular candidates and finally hold a primary elections to conclude the process. For now, all four candidates appear divided amid flying accusations over the framework and the black voting. Sadly, what was once a popular consensus unbound in hopes of unseating the Weah-led administration at the polls has suddenly become a rugged dogfight to determine who has the CPP ticket. Memories are still fresh, memories are still vivid of the election of 1985, which saw head of state Samuel Kanyando or transition from military ruler to a civilian president. And the election of 1997, when the opposition again failed to put up a united front against Charles Gange Taylor and his National Patriotic Front Party. The failure of the CPP to learn from the experiences of history is no doubt the recipe for failure. The failure of the leaders of the CPP to put their surrogates and supporters in check speaks volume. It also suggests that a disjointed opposition alliances will stand no chance against the incumbent we are looking to secure a second term. For now, there appears to be no light in the end of the tunnel in the wake of mounting distrust among and within the CPP and whether whoever secures the nomination has the ability to unite the body. Mr. Uri's daughter Tilia pointed out during a call into Spoon Talk at the weekend that the tension is real. She said, and I quote, I am of the belief that there's certain elements in the CPP that continue to cause all of this tension. You see the insults going left and right. Then you see a certain posture by some elements in the CPP that makes it very, very difficult to work with them. It is not the one-way thing. There is a lot of tension. Things need to calm down, and we all need to look and accept whether if Coffey gets the CPP nomination, we all to rally around him. Are his supporters able to be open enough to have people that didn't support join them? The same goes to Joseph Nimambaike. He says Cam willing to be open enough to bring in people from Commey's side. Will Commey supporters also support Joseph Boakai if he were to win the CPP nomination? So there is a lot of things there. The infighting is real. Taylor concludes. In order to achieve unity, the CPP must first put its house in order, acknowledge the problems, and adopt a stern position on correcting the flaws that has drawn the oppositions into total disarray. Over the ongoing spat amongst the parties making up the CPP, he's wrong the process. If we follow the process, we have agreed that somebody else, if it's former Vice President Joseph Boakai wins the nomination, I will support. I will now go and start another and break away. Do that because it is about the country of Liberia. It is not about myself, but I want to run the process and will live with the outcome of that decision, whether decision is made by the partisans of the CPP. The leaders of the CPP must be willing to set aside their egos if they have any hopes of unseating the incumbent George Manawia. As bad as things may seem, disgruntled voters frustrated with the recent turn of events may just decide to stick with the devil they know rather than putting their trust in a disorganized bunch of political lightweights still trying to find their way. That's the end of today's editorial from today's edition of the front page with the caption, Ego Tripping in the CPP. Our time is up, Mr. President.
Yeah.
So what would be your pattern?
Yeah, there was this question about, even though I explained what am I leaving behind,
Mhm.
the Press Union is an advocacy group. The Press Union concerns with free speech, freedom of expression. When politicians view that there is development, that means they have access to multi-party system. The sociologists believe that when the people are informed, they're making their own decision, they
Mhm.
feel it's development. The media experts believe once there is freedom of press and expression, proliferation of media institution, there is development. So I'm not leaving. This year is not election. Many persons don't know because we're going to Lofa. I got this year and next year, December. So we'll be giving you detail, but we are leaving behind.
So the end of your term is next year, December.
Yes.
What if we send you a petition begging you to stay?
Let me deal with this. So people don't understand the thing. The Press Union can go and build houses all across the country. No, our core value is to advocate for freedom.
We're not building roads. We're
No,
not
we're not
building
building
markets.
roads.
We're not building school.
Whatever they do, we got to recognize that we repeal anti-speech law. Let me just get SF from here. They got this in demonstration of its commitment to upholding freedom of speech and expression. This government, under Selvi at the time, declared the Table Mountain Declaration that calls for African leaders to abolish insult law. And then that declaration requires that they should pass anti-free speech law to repeal all of these things. So in demonstration of this current government with the PUL advocacy repeal these draconian laws that were impediment to press freedom, the sedition, criminal malevolence, and criminal libel against the president. In Ghana, they have not passed that law. It still exists. In other African countries, only in Liberia, under my administration, you are even able to call on radio and question people. So we have achieved a lot.
That's a monumental achievement.
Achievement all over Africa. When I was in Ghana, I told them they want to follow our model in Liberia. Even when police, that's why I'm saying that we made a lot of achievement, but we'll take another time. You talk about the headquarters. Since President Taylor, according to you, that's not the time. When we took over with programs, we went, President Sue Isef. I have to intervene. We broke ground, we started a foundation. I explained circumstances for which we are not complete. COVID came, and the resources we have acquired, the government has not given to doing our resources. All members should contribute towards the headquarters. When we return from Lofa, we'll continue another process. So we have achieved a lot. We have achieved decentralization. We have achieved proliferation of media institutions. We got dozens, hundreds of media institutions. That did not happen before. Citizen journalism. We have also achieved development in the media system. Many of our colleagues have been trained. We have lobbied with donors, including Internews, to train them. It has never happened. We have made sure that community radio stations operate without interfering. So my role as Press Union is advocacy, safety of journalists, press freedom, human rights. That has a core value. I'm not there to be building mansions. No.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
And as you leave, we go to the God I serve and the Allah that you know, we guide the Press Union safely to Lofa County as we celebrate and commemorate PUL at 57.
Thank you.
On that note, we come to the end of this edition of 50/50. My name is Steve Miles. Tomorrow morning, discuss another issue with the interest of making our country the wholesome, law-abiding country. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.